Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Big Boy Card Collecting. As always, I'm your host, Andrew Davis, and we are educating and breaking cards today. As always, obviously, Monday, we broke a kid's crate. Today, if you were checking out my Instagram, which is Big Boy Card Collecting, please go follow us on Instagram. I let you know what's going on in cards, some of my collection, some of my hits, also what I'm breaking on YouTube, as well as some other cool stuff of when card sets are dropping or are available. And as I kind of hinted to last week on this channel, we are breaking, and the title, if you can't read, but the title says it all, we are breaking a Pete Alonso 2024 MLB TOPPS Now base relic, limited to 125 or lower. So a little bit of background on this. Obviously, I'm a huge Mets fan, and the Mets don't make it to the playoffs every year. We're not the Yankees. We're not the Dodgers or the future dynasty of the Dodgers, which is what it's becoming. We're not the Guardians, where we're not the Padres. We don't make it every year. And so October was a big deal for New York Mets fans. And this is one of the cards that was that Milwaukee game where the Mets won either the first one or they lost the first one. They won the second one. I forget exactly the sequence of events, but it went to a third game wild card series. And well, the Mets were down basically to nothing. And then Pete Alonso had that famous position where he messed up and didn't catch the ball. People were laughing at him. He missed what appeared to be a perfect pitch, and it was, I think, like full count, and he swung it, and it was 3-2, and the Mets wound up winning that game, putting them from the wild card into a division series game against the Phillies. And so what TOPPS decided to do is that they decided to create base relics, and here we are with one of those base relics that was ordered in October, came about 5 days ago to me. It took a while, and I'm going to show you the card and everything. But what's in here is that it's a $210 card, and they're limited to 125, 99, 49, 25, 10, 5, 1. And so they're super expensive cards. I bought two, sold one of them for around $480. They don't really come up sealed on eBay anymore. There are stuff out there of this card. People are asking a lot of money for it. It's a $400 plus card. And obviously, we're going to crack this one for my personal collection. As you can see, Pete Alonso base relic card, swing of a lifetime. Again, $210 card. And we're probably going to pull a 125 at worst. But again, it doesn't happen. And there's a base in the card. And so we're going to talk a little bit about it. But obviously, I want to do this with everybody here. So I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. We're going to go this way. I'm not seeing it. I don't know what's in here. And here we go. Reveal. And there we go. Perfectly. And this is exactly, it's 107, 125. It's the white one. So it is, as I kind of stated, not the best card out of the bunch. Obviously, this is a 125. There's nothing wrong with a 125. It's a 107, 125. Obviously, this card is for my personal collection. I like the card. It's cool. It's a piece of history. Obviously, it is a super limited card. They go for good money. From what I've seen, I think the 125s or 99, I've seen these going for 400. But again, it's not a bad card. So a little bit of stuff about this card right here. Obviously, it is a thicker card because you put a base in the card. That is that right there. That is a base from the game. So this relic contained, the relic contained in this card was obtained from American Family Ford on 10/3/2024 under the auspice of MLB authentication program, as stated on the back of the card right there. Furthermore, to confirm that, this right here, this little sticker, that is an authentication that you can actually type in to MLB and you can figure out where that base was done. So obviously it should be from American Family Field. If it's not, that's a problem. I did not test it because obviously I just opened it up live for everybody here, but it should be that. And this is that go ahead, run where the Brewers are winning 2-0 and the Mets held on to win 4-2 and advance to the National League Division Series. And so this is that card right here. The other fun stuff about this is that this is number 798A. There is a 798B, and there's also a 798. I don't know if it's a C, but there's a B, I know, and the B I think is either a base, but there's also a short print variation of Pete Alonso giving what is known as the chef's kiss. as he's walking and running around the bases, all happy and jumpy, knowing that he just had his New York Met moment. And he had the swing of a lifetime. For him, that probably helped seal his 2-year extension deal with the New York Mets. So yes, it's a very cool card. It's an expensive card. As I stated, I sold my second one for $480 on a $210 card. And it's a very cool, expensive, awesome card. Obviously, I'm thrilled with anything that I get because as a Mets fan, this is a really cool piece of Mets history. It's Pete Alonso. Obviously, he is going to be probably the all-time greatest Met of all time. He's breaking every single record. He just passed David Wright's record. He is going to break Darryl Strawberry's most home runs as a Met. He's going to have every statistic on it, and he's just a great player. And the Mets hopefully are going to get their shit together this season. And but he's having a solid year, and he's having a better year than I think he had last year. But this was his moment, and that's what's really cool about it. And it's going to be one of those cards moving forward that people are going to want because it's that moment. And then they were playing it on the flight back home and a bunch of other stuff. So yes, it's a very, very cool card. So I'm very happy about it. Again, $210 card. You don't see them right now sealed still. So sealed one of these are really, really expensive. They're really cool. Very happy. I got this one right here, the 107 out of 125. Pretty cool. It's stamped on there. Base Relic, personal collection card. And then the other one, obviously, $480. So the second one that I sold pays for both of these. So pretty cool stuff right there. Very happy about it. And again, I buy a lot of cards. Obviously, I'm a Mets fan, and that's one of the cool cards. So I just wanted to break that open. Again, it's a very short video, what we're talking about. Pretty cool card, though. Love the fact that it's a base, which the base was just a little bit dirtier. Not going to lie. I have other base cards that I've opened up here that are just filled with dirt. And that's the stuff you want, man. You want to have like people's cleats in the base. This base is kind of clean. It's a little dirty. You could see it a little bit dirty, but I like a dirty base. I'm not going to lie because that's like the stuff you want. I want to be able to smell the dirt of the players running on it. So it's pretty cool, but there's a lot of authentication with it. That sticker gives you a lot of information. If you type it in, what innings it was used in and stuff like that can also be found on all that stuff. So that's what's really cool about this is that, they really do cut up bases and do a lot of cool stuff with that. So that's kind of everything that I got going on with it. Again, I don't want to beat a dead horse. Pretty cool. Just wanted to show everybody what I got, taking a picture at it, looking at it, breaking it open, opening up with everybody here. Really cool card, $210 card, super expensive, sold out so quick. Those cards sold out within about 3 minutes, which is crazy. And then I got some other base relics that I'm opening up in the next few weeks. I got some Francisco Lindors. I got some Luis Angel Acunas that I'm going to be cracking. And I got some other cool stuff as well. And then I got another Francisco Lindor stuff that because the Mets just had an amazing run in October last year. And they took 2 away from the Dodgers. So God bless them. But yeah, that's pretty much that whole thing. So really appreciate everybody watching. And I'm just going to do some housekeeping before I let everybody get out of here. Again, I said it's going to be a short video here. Obviously, I am Big Boy Card Collecting on YouTube. So if you're watching on Facebook, you're seeing this on Facebook, please check us out on YouTube. Do some cool stuff there. It means a lot if you subscribe. 100 subscribers. I am going to be figuring out that I'm going to buy and open up a really cool box. I haven't exactly figured out if it's going to be sports, non-sports. Maybe we'll do 2 separate videos. I am thinking about picking up an Avatar Last Airbender set from, I think, 2020, maybe 21. So it's a cool set. There's some cool stuff in there. Or maybe picking up something really cool in sports that's a little bit pricey. But obviously, I do want to celebrate 100 subscribers and picking up something really cool. So, I'll probably throw out a poll on YouTube for that. And then furthermore, I do have an Instagram called Big Boy Card Collecting. And this is how you know when I'm going to be breaking and when I'm going to be breaking it. But I also, as I stated at the start of this video, do let people know, hey, this product is available. So one of the things that is available that I have no problem stating is on Target, TOPPS has released a Mega Box All-Star set. And so those are available, and they're pretty much getting out ahead of schedule, I believe, for the All-Star game. We're starting to ship out around July 9th. All-Star game is July 15th or 16th, if I'm not mistaken. So that's something that I do inform, as well as a bunch of other stuff. And I'm going to let people know when the Don Ross stuff of WNBA is coming and some other cool stuff, and all that stuff is going to be up on my Instagram. So you should be following there. If you want to stay up to date, check out what I'm pulling, see cool cards like this up there, stuff from my collection, all sorts of cool stuff is out there. And then finally, I do have an eBay store called Pop Anime Comics Collectibles. So if you just type in Pop Anime Comics on eBay, I will come up, and I sell a boatload of cards. And right now I'm really revamping and adding a lot of stuff in over the next few weeks. But I do carry some really expensive cards, and I carry stuff from $7 cards all the way up to $1,200+ cards. So if you're looking for stuff that's one-on-ones, autos, all that stuff, obviously stuff like this, I do get a lot of base relics. So yes, I buy a lot of that stuff too. So that's something that you should be looking out for and all that fun stuff. So again, if you're looking for really cool stuff, I got you covered there. So that's pretty much everything I got here. Again, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I just wanted to share this really cool thing because, well, I love really rare sealed packs like this and cracking them open and seeing what I pull. And I'm going to do it anyway. So I figured I would share it with everybody, and definitely all that stuff. And, if people have questions, I'm more than happy to answer questions at any given point during my videos or after, or DM me or find me on social media. I'm pretty easy to find. If you message me on Instagram, I will respond. If you have questions about cards, I'm more than happy to share knowledge. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. And I will catch you in my next video, which will probably be next Monday or next Tuesday. I'm not exactly sure, but sometime next week, next Monday, next Tuesday. But again, if you want to know when I'm going to be on, Instagram is the way to go, guys. Instagram is the way to go, and you will be notified of what I'm breaking, when I'm breaking it, and what I got in store next. Because you never know what's coming into my store, my shop. You never know what I'm going to be breaking. You don't know when I'm going to be breaking it, all that fun stuff. So thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will catch you in my next video /stream.